what it actually took for me to make Elena Sparrow materialize in a material way was boredom.
The lockdown.
Yes.
I started practicing with a delay. So after 1 second, I used to press my buttons.
Are you serious? You had a 1 second delay?
1 second delay, 1.5 to be precise.
That's sick.
So I trained myself that way that I used to delay my passes and delay my shots.
Wow. Hi, this is GGTV Loud Lounge. I'm Xerxes and we are here with two new sets of guests. One is a gamer, one's not a gamer. Jaunty, esports is at the 2022 Asian Games.
Right.
Are you going to be there too?
I hope so.
And also, what are your thoughts on it reaching such a massively major platform?
So in 2018, they wanted to demonstrate the sport. So in order to make it official, you have to demonstrate it to the world.
Okay.
So now every country would put out their players to compete for the gold. But before, in 2018, it was like they wanted champions from each region. So my thing started, first I have to win my regionals, then my nationals. After that nationals, I have to win my South Asian championship.
Obviously.
And then
What
I will
game were
be
you
called.
playing?
That was Pro Evolution Soccer.
Okay.
So my battle started because I was at my prime in FIFA. I started practicing and all that, so I was good at it. So I did my stuff and that was unique, and I shocked a few pro players in the country as well. So I took my time, I did some manual controls, which I thought I had an advantage of, because I always try to find out, if you are experienced than me, how do I
Outsmart you or outplay you.
So I went full manual. Like,
Okay.
you can't predict me.
Right.
So they couldn't predict my passes.
Where's the pass gonna be and all of that.
And that's how I got it. And then I won this, and then there was a thing that, okay, I was happy that, I'm representing my country, but you don't get to the main stage
Correct.
if you don't win the South Asian Championship.
Oh.
And that is online.
Oh shit, the lag.
So there's lag.
Ping and
I started practicing with a delay. So after 1 second, I used to press my buttons.
Are you serious? You had a 1 second delay?
1 second delay, 1.5 to be precise.
That's sick.
I outsmarted my other opponents. Then I got a chance that, okay, boss, now I'm representing India
Okay.
from South Asia and taking this pride of wearing that tricolor on my chest and going out there. It was insane. I mean, I can't even
Wow.
describe that feeling when I started in 2006, where, I won every title that I could. So that was the time when it was like, boss, I've made it. Now it doesn't matter. I've shown people that from the ground you can go here. From a sport which is like nothing to so many people, now it means everything to so many people. And I'm so glad in 2022, because of that performance, I think in India, like, so many people came to me. My neighbors, they were getting their kids to me, like, please help him, because now they know that this is a sport, right?
Possibility
Wow.
of
Now
it
you
being
can win gold for your country. So now it's technically a sport for which I worked 15 years. So now, hearing the news about 2022, where every nation gets to go there, if I even don't go there,
You've done
it's,
your
it's
part.
always there.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied that way.
You'll probably become like Shah Rukh Khan and Chak De India. like,
He's like
90 minute. 90 minute में गोल कर सकता है तू.
So that's
Yeah.
incredible, man. You're literally like, you made gaming accessible and cool when it was so difficult to do that.
Yeah.
What have you done with your jersey? Have you put it up on the...
Yes, I have.
You framed it, right?
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
God.
See, when we walked in, there were like special securities for us, because they knew these are the champions.
Correct.
They did not treat. So I met PV Sindhu. She was sitting at. She never asked me, what do I do? They respect the tricolor that you're wearing.
That's it.
Sweet.
So I did not feel like a gamer. That's the reason I say I'm an athlete now.
Nice.
Being gamer, I was like, we wake up a little
Late.
हाँ.
Little.
But I
thoda
thought that,
zyada.
7ish should be a good time. So in my athlete village, I was like, I set up an alarm. Boss, now I'm an athlete. I met PV Sindhu last night. I'm gonna do something.
I'm gonna wake
I'll
up
go,
on time.
I'll go have my breakfast. So I went there and it's empty. And I was like, what happened? So like, they went 5 o'clock. They have the breakfast there.
And they're out.
They're out. They're doing their stuff, training, and I'm like, okay, let's learn.
You're so used to coming to bed at that
yeah.
time.
And that's when I realized I need to change a lot of things
Right.
in order to get into that space. Because if I don't train my mind that this is important, that's the reason I feel mental health is more important than the whole game. Like, you know, when you play, half of the time it's all your mental strength. Like, you know, when we practice, we are the best. What happens when you go on the stage? So I think that was an eye-opener for me that, okay, now I'm an athlete, I have certain set of responsibilities. Though I'm not representing, I'm still the South Asian champion.
Absolutely.
I still wear that tricolor like very proudly when I go anywhere. And I remember while going, all the army officers and all these guys at the airport were saluting me. And I was like, bro,
Wow.
I'm done, like I've made it.
Oh my God.
I don't need anything else.
Jeez, what an experience.
And after that, I'm just trying and working towards the development of the new kids who are coming and trying to explain them of what and how you need to, because when you go there, me being so much experienced, like that was 2018, so that's 12 years from my professional career, I took that thing. For a person who's just started, he will or she will be like,
Little crack.
exactly. So I think that's more important, and that's what I've been working on. So, like coming back to that question, I'm sorry that was too long.
Go for it.
But
No, it's beautiful.
in 2022, I'm super excited. Like you can imagine, like how crazy it is for me.
Wow.
So what are your plans with FIFA now? Like, I mean, also FIFA is not a very big game in India in terms of the streaming and the watching community,
Yeah.
right? People
Yeah.
play it a lot.
Yeah.
There are not many people streaming it. So
Right.
how have you not given up on that game and switched to something which is more mass appeal, like BGMI
Right.
or whatever, any of
Right.
those?
If you look at me, I'm not more of a content creator. I count my success with wins
Right.
because that's what I've been trained with. It's so sad that Indian football as well is not well appreciated in India as it's supposed to be. And it's so glad that our captains and our players, and especially like everyone, like you also, I guess, are a part of this when we did a campaign,
ISL and
ISL
stuff.
and all that.
Yeah.
So when the real sport rises, obviously the
the
other
sport around the sport will
exactly.
also rise with it.
So
right?
for me, it was always about winning. So if I don't win, it's nothing to me.
Every
like if
game
I
was
make
high stakes for you, whether you're playing a
Exactly.
tournament or whether you're practicing.
exactly. So this is very personal to me. So I can't even
Yeah.
look at it at going at why the viewership is not there. I'll quit playing or whatever because it was always about pride to me.
Such a sports person, right?
Fully, like such a different conversation
Really?
from the other gamers that we've had, because we were talking about streaming and online trolling and how much time they spend on streaming, on which platforms they stream. It was all about streaming. They were also good at their sports and participating in tournaments, and that was a breakthrough for you.
Right.
Your breakthrough, can I say Alina Sparrow was a breakthrough for you because you were working on making a fashion line for a very long time. Now that it's finally come to fruition, what did it take and how did it finally come to play? And what is Alina Sparrow?
Okay, so yeah, I've been thinking about like doing Alina Sparrow in a bigger way than just me, because it's the idea of this like pirate, but agendered and just fun, like inclusive and fun, loose, happy clothes. But it wasn't always clothes. It was me. That was my internet persona. I used to almost hide behind that moniker to be able to do things that Ayesha, Adlakha, the daughter of my parents, could never do. It was a way for me to get away with stuff by having this disguise online. What it actually took for me to make Alina Sparrow materialize in a material way was boredom.
The lockdown!
Yes, I was eating my own brain out. I was eating the brains of my entire family out, and they were sick of me. They were just like, can you stop shooting content on us? Can you just please just put the phone down? Because that's all I knew what to do. I didn't have auditions. I didn't know when my shoots would resume. I didn't know when I would get my, all the scripts that I'd memorized. I didn't know when they were actually going to happen. So I was creating content. I was telling stories. I was, documenting my life, and that meant documenting, my dad getting a haircut by my mom and my mom screwing up badly. That involved, me trying to make different things in the kitchen. I went through that whole phase. It was excruciating for everybody. And then my mom said that I should do something with my hands, because I really do like creating things. I like to play music instruments. I learn new things, and then I leave them, and then I just need to be involved in learning something all the time. Absolutely. So mom just came and she told me that, look, if you're ever gonna do it, it's gonna be now. So just start. And we took out a bunch of like fabric that she had lying around. We we put it all on the floor. We were just visualizing things, drawing stuff, writing stuff on the walls. It was really fun. It was a way for me and my mom to spend some time together, to do something creative together. I did a soft launch and I sold out in like 52 minutes of like launching it. I sold out. And I was like, oh wow, so people like this weird kind of thing. They like wearing the clothes that I wear. And it was very validating, man. And I felt good because, being creative is like a kida. And once it starts itching you, you just have to take it. Yeah, you have to take it out in some way or the other. So then I just kept catapulting. I kept going forward. I kept moving. It was such a huge thing for me to like get my own website and everything, and it's going to launch soon. I started sending it to my friends. I started collaborating with influencers. It was just all happening so fast. And if the second wave hadn't happened, like, it would be so much bigger because, again, classic Ayesha, I lose steam also. So, I mean, I think Alina Sparrow also reinvents itself with me. And I'm okay for it to not scale. I'm happy that it's slow fashion. I don't want to go to a factory and create more fabric. I'm very happy to just see what's bacha kucha idhar udhar and put it together. I just want it to be agendered, very inclusive, especially size-wise. And it has to have pockets. Like, that's the main thing. If I had to have one thing, it has to have pockets, and it has to make people happy. So that's it. That's how Alina Sparrow like took physical form.
Shape and form.
Yeah.
Good
Amazing.
stuff.
Super proud.
Thank
so
you.
actor, content creator, influencer, entrepreneur. How do you wear all of these hats at the same time or not at the same time? Like, how do you manage, especially with your little ADD which happens around same time of losing steam? How do you manage all of this? Because it's still all very active.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a disorder. I use it.
I just say ADD because that's the term I know, but I don't want to use disorder.
I don't believe in multitasking. I think that is, a myth. I can't do justice to anything in front of me if I'm thinking about 500 things, including talking to you guys right now, although I really want to pee. But, I can't go beyond that. I do believe, however, in serial tasking. So when I get really into something now, it's like I automatically have blinders that come on without me knowing, and that's how I know that this is exciting to me. If those blinders don't automatically come on, then I know that it's a chore. Sometimes influencing feels like a chore. Sometimes creating content feels like a chore. Sometimes even Alina Sparrow feels like a chore. Which is why I have something else to always bank on.
Right.
Because there are so many pillars, the building essentially stays afloat, even if one or two are crumbling. And what I really use to wear these different hats is music, surprisingly. I have very specifically curated like music for when I'm Ayesha the actor, when I'm Ayesha the influencer, when I'm Ayesha the business person, when I'm Ayesha the creating clothes person, when I'm Ayesha the digital lead, when I'm all of that. I literally have playlists. Like, it's a little mind-boggling, but they keep my building afloat.
Switch mode.
Really?
Entrepreneur.
And you know how that is, right? Soundtrack of your life. I take that very seriously.
So if you think Jaunty should not just play esports but also become a streamer, go in the comments and tag him and tell him that please Jaunty start streaming, and otherwise subscribe, bell icon, like, comment, share.